Well, welcome into another exciting episode of The Scene. I am your host, Bubba Startz, and with me today from M2AI, my good friend, Aly Porter. Welcome to the show, Aly.
Hello, thank you so much for having me, Bubba. I really appreciate it.
No, this is great. We've been talking for the last several months, and as this AI ecosystem continues to evolve and change, we've been kind of in constant contact, at least when I'm home and in the office and not out gallivanting all around the world. So, before we get too far into everything, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and the company and tell us a little bit about what you do?
Wonderful. Thank you. I really appreciate it. My name's Allie, and I am from Fort Worth, Texas. I have four kids and a husky and a husband. I'm a busy, busy mom. But at the same time, I love to help people to save time and money in their business and in their life. I own an AI agency called Millionaire Momentum with my business partner, Elise Smith. And we help to implement AI into your business, whether you're a solopreneur all the way up to a big corporation. We're here to help. So,
Nope.
yeah.
And you've been helping a lot of companies lately with these agents that you have built. And it's so interesting to me where this space has gone in just a short amount of time. And as someone who uses AI on their podcast and in their social media and in everything really nowadays, it's mind blowing to me the power of this technology. Can you talk a little bit about specifically kind of the not necessarily too specific on the agents themselves, but kind of the structure of what you are offering now to companies?
Yeah. So in the past, we created all these really cool agents and we love them. Like they're awesome. They do all kinds of really cool things. They're not just chatbots, they're actually agents that can do stuff for you. But they have names and they have like personalities and what they, all the different things that they do. But what we found was that people just want their problem solved. Like they like the idea of a cool agent and stuff, but really they just need the result. And so what we've shifted to is we now just really a la carte it. So we will give you a deep dive into your business. We'll figure out the holes or the things that you're struggling with, and then we will pair you with the perfect agents to help whatever it is that you need. And if you don't need it, we're not going to offer it to you, right? So it really has helped um, to see what's possible because some people don't even know what's possible. And so that's why we still have some agents on our site so you can check it out and stuff and see some options of what's possible. But we really just want to get you results. And the thing that people get so worried about, and I don't know if you've had this in your experience, Bubba, but some people will say, well, I don't want AI to take over. I don't want to lose the human connection. I want to make sure that, we're still, people and all the things. And we're very much that way. We really believe that AI is here to enhance us, not to replace us. And so we're very much like where we want to work hand in hand together. And it actually can allow you, if you use it correctly, it can allow you to be more human, more present, more, be able to do the thing that you do best and only humans can do, right? With AI doing all the back end stuff, right? And so it's just a different way to look at it.
Well, and for me, our AI is, podcast editing and doing so many things that like drive me crazy, right?
Mhm.
Like the things that are sucking time away from me that I don't enjoy doing and that don't necessarily need a human touch. It's freeing me up to do more of this, right? To do more podcast interviews because I'm not spending 4 hours behind a computer then editing each episode out and making
Mhm.
all of these things. And I think there's so many things that don't necessarily need a human touch. I'm sounding like a transhumanist now, I know, but what would you say are the biggest challenges you face when you're kind of in these deep dives with people? Is it an understanding of what AI actually is, or is it a, kind of a personal fear of theirs of kind of that
Mhm.
letting go to artificial intelligence?
Yeah, I would say it's kind of a little bit of both, but I would say um, mostly it's helping to like educate them on what's possible because we've done stuff, we've run businesses the same way for so long. Like we've had automations, right, in place. We've had like other types of AI, but the way AI is now, we have not had. And so, I think helping people to understand what's possible to really like help them realize that the way, like the process that they've been doing things, whether it's a podcast episode, whether it's operations, whether it's sales, whether it's whatever it is, the way you've been doing it, you don't actually have to do it that way. And or you can cut out a bunch of steps and now only do it this way and make it happen quicker and faster and more efficiently. And you're not dropping balls as much and you're not feeling as stressed because you're able to rely on, an artificial intelligence that never gets sick and never calls in and never, like that kind of thing. However, I will say that the other piece to it that I found really interesting is that when you hear what people would love, when you hear from them what they're excited about or what would be a game changer for them, it gets the creative juices flowing because then we get to push the limits and see where AI can actually go. Sometimes AI can do what they're asking. Sometimes it's limited in some capacities, and so we have to find workarounds, or it's just not there yet, and that's okay too. But it's super fun to be able to see their eyes light up and get excited about, like, oh my gosh, you're telling me that I can get 20 hours back in my day. So now I can go, or in my week. And so now I can go to my kids, soccer practice and I can like go out with friends, or I can like, it's interesting because so many people think that, and this is one of my big, big, big pet peeves, is I don't want people to have that free time that they've been able to free up now with AI and go work more. Like you can do you can do more with less. And I think that it would be better for us as a human race to be like, okay, I get my time back. Let me actually use that time to like spend it with family, hang out with friends, like, read a book, go work out, like, I don't know, whatever it is that you want to do, because that is going to then enhance the rest of your life because now you're in your life and you're not just chasing the almighty dollar. The almighty dollar is going to still come because you're being a better version of yourself. And that's how I see AI is really enhancing us and making us a better human because now we're not running ourselves ragged.
And that's such a beautiful statement from you there. And very few people, I feel like, in the AI space are really talking about that. Obviously, you're talking to marketers and business owners, and everybody wants to make more money, but we
Mhm.
often at the expense of our own personal, growth, really, right? So,
Yeah,
so I think the same as you, Allie, and I love your approach to it. I know you're the less techie side of
I am.
M2AI. You are the interpersonal side of the company and kind of the face that's out there and connecting with people.
Mhm.
And I love your approach to it. You mentioned earlier, and I don't know if you want to break the news here or not, but you're starting a new podcast as well. That's kind of focusing
Yeah.
on that side of it. Do you want to tell us a little
Mhm.
bit about your podcast?
Yes, I'll tell you about both of our podcasts. So, Elise, my business partner, runs the Mastering AI Momentum podcast. And so that is for people who are, you can be a solopreneur or you can be a big corporation, whatever, but you're really interested in, building your business with AI, whether it's integrating it or whether you just love AI and it's cool or whatever. It's very AI focused. And so I highly recommend it. Really cool interviews that she does on there. The other podcast that we're coming out with is called Millionaire Momentum, the Millionaire Momentum Show, and it really focuses on time and money freedom, and it focuses on everything I just shared. Where yes, we talk about AI because we're super geeky about it and we love it and it's super fun, but we do it in a way where you want to live a full life. You want to have that millionaire life, which is basically not just the money in the bank account, but you want to feel rich in your relationships, in your health, in your marriages, with your kids, like even with hobbies, like what's a hobby? Like nobody knows what that is anymore, or it seems like a waste of time, right? But that's not actually why God placed us on this planet or why the universe created what it did. So we need to get our lives back, and that's what, AI can help us do is get our time back and our lives back. But then don't waste it by continuing to, keep moving forward. So that's what the new podcast is about, is just helping people to create their new millionaire life from a holistic standpoint where it's like, yes, I love making money. I love being able to serve people. I love business. I love all of that stuff. But I also love to read a book. I also love to hang out with my family. I also want to get in better shape. I also, want to walk my dog and be able to go on vacation and just enjoy the life that I have because we only have this one life. And I don't want to spend it working all the time behind my computer, you know?
Yeah, and especially working behind the computer. I mean, most of the time by, most days by 3 p.m., my eyeballs are burning because I've been staring at a screen all day
Hmm.
and doing it.
Hmm.
And I just, I'm always looking for ways to make my life easier and to save
Hmm.
time and to get that back. Now that the kids are back in school, I was like, well, I can spend a little more time in the studio. I don't need as
Yeah.
much time, but yeah, taking the summer to really just, I was with my kids, right? I'd work till maybe
Hmm.
noon and then be able to take the rest of that day off. But that's only really because of the AI still being efficient for me in the
Hmm.
background and doing all the
Yeah,
things that I would otherwise be behind the computer doing, that I was able
exactly.
to do that. And it just continues to get more and more powerful.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, and it's been really fun to hear on your side, like all the things that are happening, like with your podcast stuff. And like, I mean, guys, definitely check out what he's doing. It's so exciting. I mean, I'm just, oh, it's so cool. It's so cool. Because I really, and here's the other thing too that people could see as like, oh, well, the world is being taken over by AI. There's tons of AI agencies doing all of this stuff. But here's the thing. AI is AI, right? But it's the people behind the AI that make the difference. And so if you want to partner with Bubba for all of his stuff that he's doing with AI, if you want to partner with us too, like there's enough for everybody. Like, and we all kind of have gone in our own little lanes of like what we want to focus on. And so like ours is kind of more on the sales side. Like we want to help people with their sales, right? But like Bubba, you like to focus on podcasting and all things around, AI in that space and a bunch of other things too. And so everybody can have like their own expertise within the bigger framework of AI, and uh, it will never get saturated because you're not plugging into the thing itself. You're plugging into the person behind it because that's where the customer service experience is going to come from. That's where the actual experience of AI is going to come because AI is just technology. It's just an implementation of technology, right? It doesn't have a personality. It doesn't care about you in that way. Even though you may think that your ChatGPT does, which sometimes I do. I named her Sage, right? Like it's okay. I'll just be honest. But it's just technology. And so we have to remember that AI is awesome, but it will never replace the human being, and you're doing business with the human being, not with the technology.
Exactly. I couldn't have put it more beautifully myself, Aly. What does the future of M2 AI look like? You guys got any big plans or some new features coming out in the next 3 months, or is it just all hands on deck, kind of getting this technology out into the public using the deep dive kind of methodology now that you spoke about
Yeah.
earlier?
Yeah, so it is all hands on deck now. We've had a lot of trial and error, I will be honest. I mean, it's a new industry, so everybody's just kind of figuring it out as we go, and everything changes so fast. Like one day you can't do something, and then the next day you can. And so it's just constantly staying up to date on what's coming out, what is available, how everything can be implemented better. So now, yeah, we've just really figured out that the best way to help people is through the deep. So if you are wanting to, figure out where we can help in certain areas, we just hop on a call and we go through your business and we figure out, we ask you a bunch of questions. We figure out like what it is that, would light you up and get you excited about your business again. And pretty simple, pretty straightforward.
Fantastic, Aly. Well, I appreciate you taking some time for me today. It was so good just to see your face and to get to chat pre-pro for a bit and to catch up. Can you go ahead and tell everyone where they can find you gals online?
Yes, you can go to m2aiagency.com. And you can also go to millionairemomentumlife.com. So we have two different types of our businesses where it's more AI focused, and then we have one that's more holistic of, creating your millionaire momentum life. So you can find us in both places. So we're willing
Well,
to help.
Aly, thank you so much for coming on the show and thanks for being part of the scene.
Thanks so much. We appreciate it, Bubba. You're awesome.